Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. Before we get started, take a look at this. Okay guys, we have another really good cause offering a sweepstakes for a 2024 Corvette Z06 plus $20,000 cash to cover your taxes. This is really a beautiful car. Obviously, we all want a Z06. And it's a chance to, get a reasonable shot at winning one without having to lay out a lot of money. Now, the key here, and we always focus on this is being put up by MS Solutions, which is a charity that assists people with multiple sclerosis and helps them not only financially, but also helps raise public awareness so that more and more people maybe are helping to push for new solutions or further research. They've been around a long time. Obviously, they're based here in the United States. It's a worthy cause. And the cool part is, because we're partnering with them, if you go in and say, I'll give $100 to the charity, you're actually going to get an additional 25% more entries. So for $100, you get 90 entries plus an additional 23 because we're helping them out. So you'll see our promo code C&S here. You can do whichever amount you feel comfortable with. Enter your name, information, all that, and on the next page you enter your credit card information. And then the drawing for this card is on August 31st, 2024. So if you are seeing this video after that date, then check on one of my more recent videos, and we will probably have another charitable sweepstakes happening at that time that will still be ongoing. Otherwise, guys, I wish you the best of luck, and if I hear about you winning this car, I'd be really, really thrilled. So let me know. Thanks. Okay, guys, what I wanted to talk to you about today is the proper way to hook up your aftermarket LED lights on the external section of your C5 Corvette specifically. I get a lot of questions and emails about this all the time, so I'm going to go through some of the basics of it here with a couple of props that I've got with me to show you the key points in what's important when you're changing from your regular lights to the LED stuff that we sell and the stuff we partner with Vet Lights on. It's very important that you do it this way for your warranty. That's why we're going to cover it. So I'm going to be using a park lamp assembly from a C5. This is a stock GM assembly, okay? And we're going to talk about how these connect from the factory. So you have this hole, and you see those three little indentations in there. Those are for locking the socket holding the light bulb into place. You'll notice too, there's this neoprene seal here. That is extremely important because it keeps moisture outside of the housing. You push it in and it twists and locks into place, and then to get it off, you hit this tab. That is now sealed against the weather. That's the way that is supposed to be, okay? Now, when you go to do your install on your LED lights, now, I'm using a park lamp, but this applies to your tail lights, to your side marker lights, anything that has a twist-in socket like this. So let's grab an LED light. This is a brand new smoked LED park lamp. Same application as the GM one I just sat down, but let's talk about how this actually goes. So you'll notice this wire coming out here is for a resistor that's included. That has an adhesive backing. You mount it up out of the way. This plug is the main plug coming out of the assembly. So we got the bulb out of the socket. This plug is the same shape as the bottom of that old incandescent plug. So instead of plugging a bulb into this socket, you're going to plug this plug in like so, okay? Now, the problem is twofold. Number one, in C5s, the electronic system is not polarized. LEDs are all polarized. So what you want to do is you want to get these plugged in, leave it hanging like this for the time being, and test the function of your lights before you lock everything together and button up all your exterior panels or whatever. So once you've got it this far, turn on your lights and test them. Now, if you have a manual transmission car, listen carefully. If you have your park brake engaged Your daytime running lights will not come on until you let the park brake go. I have answered that question probably 35 times in the last month because they're like, man, Lyle, I love the lights, but the DRLs don't work. And my first question is, do you have a stick shift? They're like, well, yeah. I'm like, all right, are you near the car? Yeah. Okay. I want you to go get in the car, put the park brake off, keep your foot on the brake, and have somebody else look at the front of the car. Tell me what you see. Like, okay, and they do it, and then they're like, oh man, oh, they work, they look great. I'm like, awesome. But if you know that ahead of time, you won't have to worry about it. You'll just know the park lamp has to be off for the DRLs to work. Now, like we were talking about, in order to have your warranty covered on the new LED lighting, I don't care if it's the side markers, the park lamps, the tail lights, this still has to be locked into place so that that neoprene seal there is sealing this from the weather. If you don't do that, if you just leave this hanging like this in your car, what's going to happen, water is going to get in this plug, it is going to rust, and then your LED light isn't going to work anymore, and then you're going to call me going, Lyle, man, I think you sent me a dud, dude. It's only been in my car 2 months and it stopped working. And I'm going to say, no problem. We have a full warranty on these lights. What I need you to do is snap a picture of this plug. Show me a picture of that. And depending on what that looks like, it's going to determine whether the manufacturer is going to stand behind it or not. Because if this is rusty, crusty, and nasty, guess what? They aren't going to warranty it. That's why locking this in and sealing it is so important. And do not try to clean it, because with today's digital cameras, you can see when something's been cleaned up and scuffed. So if it is rusty, you're just out. We'll happily get you another light. We'll do it as quickly as possible, but it's not going to be covered under warranty. So make sure taillights, side markers, and park lights, C5 Corvette, the socket gets locked in. It's the only way you're going to be covered under warranty, and you won't have problems with those lights for about 45,000 hours, I think, is the runtime on the LEDs before possible failure. So I hope that clears some things up about the installation of LED lights on your C5 Corvette. If you are looking to change to LEDs on your Corvette and you don't know about them, I have a bunch of videos on them, or you can contact me through email and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. But we're taking a boatload of these to Carlisle, and I sell a boatload of them off our website. It's one of our favorite items because it's something most of you can do yourselves, and it changes the look of your car completely. Any questions, any comments, make sure to put them down below. We'll talk to you soon. So when this goes in, if I can find the right place to do it here. Come on, Lyle. There we go. Now, what you're going to do when you go to do this is, you go to your, so this is your light socket coming from your wire harness in your car. You're going to remove the bulb, throw it away. I'm not going to throw it in the showroom because we'll have broken glass, so I'm just going to set it down. So this gets plugged into this harness. Hold on. That's not good. Hang on. That's weird. The whole thing pulled out. We're going to start that over.
Yeah.
What you have to do once you successfully plug this in is you still have to go in and lock, bear with me. This still has to be locked into place. I'm not doing a good job. Hang on, what am I doing wrong?